All right, review number 5 for this week. Of course, we had to do Top Gun Maverick. It just came out, wow, 3 years ago. PG 13, 2 hours and 10 minutes. Obviously, we got the lovely Tom Cruise coming back as Maverick. We have Miles Teller, who's Rooster, which we end up finding out is Goose's son. We have Jennifer Connelly, who plays Penny Benjamin, who we realize is the Admiral's daughter that they talk about in the first one. We have John Hamm as Cyclone. We have Glenn Powell as Hangman. We have Ed Harris as Hammer. Now, excuse me, this film wouldn't have been complete without Tom Cruise getting his old buddy Val Kilmer back as Ice. Now, for a lot of people, you don't know, Val Kilmer in 2014 developed throat cancer. And from 2014 up until his death a couple days ago, well, actually a week ago at this point, he didn't have his own voice. So when he got asked to come back to this, he refused. He didn't want to ruin the character until Tom Cruise decided to work around the script to make it so that his character needed to be in this film. And I think that he hit that spot on. We start the film and Maverick is being Maverick. He's doing whatever he wants, doesn't care about anybody but himself, and guess what? He ends up being rewarded, and he's allowed to go back to Top Gun as an instructor, because there's a mission that they have to do that only the craziest of the crazy can do. It's one of those, it's one of those heartbreaking films, because Maverick still feels like it's his fault that Goose was killed. In this, we find out that he kind of abandoned Rooster. Well, he didn't abandon Rooster. He just did something that Rooster didn't appreciate. You'll find out. I'm not going to ruin that for you. But at the same token, Glenn Powell, who plays Hangman, is like the new Ice in this. So if, you're watching this film and you're like, oh, what the hell? Like, why is he being an asshole? It's basically them recreating the first one, just, adding some older characters. But I do enjoy how they made Val very much prominent in this film. And the way the story goes, it wouldn't have ended the way that it did had Ice not been in it. And I think that's very important for people to realize, because in films, not everybody has to be spot on with it. For all the girls, there is a lovely beach scene where you get to see all of these men shirtless besides Tom Cruise and Iceman, so don't worry about that. But it's one hell of a film. It didn't disappoint. I said it before. When you do a sequel, either it's just as good as the original or it sucks. And this was just as good as the original. They're talking about doing a third one, but I don't know if that's even going to be worth it at this point, especially with Val passing away. They did kill him off in this, but, just the mindset of it. So, IMDb gave it an 8.2 out of 10. That's fine with me, because I give it a 5 out of 5. I absolutely love this film. I've watched it so many times that my wife probably gets sick of it. If you are interested in watching it, it is on Paramount Plus. So, give it a watch. Let me know what you think.